Hello everyone, I'm Khalid Deeb and welcome to the first session of the swimming pool design course. So first of all, I would like to give you a quick introduction about this course and also share with you the objectives that we aim to achieve them together after finishing all sessions. Because this course will be 5 sessions to offer you a complete understanding of the swimming pools and water features, fountains, and all other items related to this field. Okay, so this course is not just design principles as it is displayed in the screen, but actually it is much more than that. It will be like a complete design course. We will learn everything, including how to deliver complete project. So by the end of it, if you stayed engaged, focused, and attended all sessions with me, I promise you, you will be able to design a swimming pool in your own. Okay. So as I just said, you will learn everything about swimming pool design. And in the last session of this course, we need to focus on this one. In the last session of this course, you will create workshop groups. Okay, we will create workshop groups. You will be divided into 5 groups. I believe the official total number of the registered one around 28. So each group will be around 5 to 6 members, and every group will be requested to design sample project and provide presentation in 10 minutes maximum. You will share your work with us. We will listen to each other. We will see how you designed the project provided to you, and we'll review it together. Okay, we'll discuss also any challenges that you found it while you are working alone, and will help you to overcome them. Okay, so the main target that you will leave this course confident in your ability to design a swimming pool independently, like a professional swimming pool specialist. Okay, so before we start, we need just to agree about some rules about the questions. If you have any questions, okay, please just raise your hand, and I will do my best to cover them whenever possible. And also, if you feel like the answer of this question or the discussion will take longer time, please try to make it at the end of the session in order to maintain the flow, the delivery of the information. Okay. So I hope you enjoy the course, and I wish this will add value for all of you. Any question before starting? No question. Okay. So as we can read in the screen, the agenda of this course covering, just let me open the laser one to make it more interactive. Laser pointer, you see. Okay, as we can read in the screen, the agenda of this course covering the 5 sessions of the entire course. So we will go step by step. The first session, which is today, okay, we'll discuss 5 topics. I will come back to them now. The second and the third sessions will explain the swimming pool circulation systems, and we will see why each component is needed, how it works, and how to design it properly. Also, we'll solve practical problems like how to make sizing for filters, pumps, balancing tanks, and all other items. Okay. In the first session, we will look at real project example to understand how these concepts are applied in actual design to see how everything works together. Okay. In the last session, as I said before, at the end of the course, you will have the opportunity to work in a sample project in your own to ensure you will leave this course confident in your ability to design a swimming pool independently. Okay. So regarding to today, the first session, introduction and fundamentals, you see we have 5 topics. Today we will cover 5 topics. Okay. But please note the number 5, the most important topic. So please try to focus with me and bear with me until the end in order to avoid missing this part. Okay, so let's start the first topic. The objectives of this course, as we just discussed, we will cover definitely what are the codes and the standards relevant to this field. We'll understand the fundamentals of design, what is the requirement to design swimming pool, fountains, water features. We'll do also hydraulic calculations to to size everything in the plant room, like chemical dosing system, filtration, pumps, balancing tank. Okay, and we will do practical application. We'll discuss one project from my side and another project as a test from your side. Okay. So the next topic, the national codes and the standards. So swimming pools, like any other system, must adhere to several codes and standards to ensure safety, functionality, and the compliance with local regulations as well, such as Dubai Code. Okay, here in Dubai, DM Public Swimming Pool Safety Guidelines, and maybe you have local code in your area, wherever you are. Uh, or international standards such as this one, the American standard, or SPATA for British and European standard. And there are many also guidebooks that could help if you need it as a reference while you are working in this career. Okay. Okay. So the next topic, water quality requirement. Okay. Sorry. So first, what is the meaning of swimming pool? Swimming pool means any structure, okay, or basin, chamber, or tank containing an artificial body of water for swimming and having like proper depths, more than 60 centimeter at any point in the pool. Okay. So regarding to the water quality requirement, the basic requirement is the water of swimming pool shall be clean and clear all the time. This is the basic requirements. The deepest part of the pool should be clearly visible when viewed from the pool deck. Okay, it should not be cloudy or not clear. So, and also it should be free from like floating debris, like papers or leaves, suspended soils, turbidity. Okay, we have to do it in treated in chemicals, algae, or any such undesirable matter which may affect the health of the swimming pool users, the swimmers. Okay. Okay. So the quality of the water can be impacted by many contaminants, as you can see in the screen. We need to understand them in order to act with them accordingly as a mechanical engineers. So there are different contaminants that might impact the quality of our pool. First, the biological contaminants, okay, which are usually introduced by humans, animals, and the environment around the pool. Okay, so we have like body fluids, like sweating. The people go is sweating, urine, like children doing urinate in the pool, vomiting blood, and so on. Also, human skin and hair. Okay, regarding to animals, also like birds, insects that accidentally enter the pool, and diseases, pathogens. We are referring here to the harmful microorganism like viruses from human or animal waste. Okay. Also, we have physical contaminants like leaves. Okay. We have also sand, gravel carried into the pool by swimmers or surrounding landscape. Okay. Dust. Okay. And so on. Airborne contaminants. We have many contaminants that might impact the quality of our water pool. Okay. So with all of these contaminants, not easy to replace the huge amount of water. We will not replace this water in a daily basis, on a weekly basis. It will be waste for water and money, and it will also might impact the drainage system network. So the water remain long time in the pool. Could be months, could be years. And I remember one of the projects, I don't like to say the name of this project. The client, I spoke with him about the drain provision. He said, why to drain it? It will be waste for man and water. Keep it, and the filtration system will remain the water clean. So some people not considering drainage in their drainage for the pool in their design concept, which is wrong. We have to consider definitely, and we will see how to do this one. So we have to provide treatment solution to maintain the quality of the water. Our job as a mechanical engineers to remove all of those contaminants. Okay, the whole volume of pool water shall be filtered completely at least 3 times per day, and as more as better for water quality, such as 4 times, 5 times. But this depends on several factors actually, and we are going to see in details in the next session, which is called number of turnover period. Okay. So number of turnover period, there are code requirements. It depends on the type of the pool, depend on the application that we are using the pool water, and so on. Okay. Okay. So as we see here, this is the basic filtration cycle for any pool. Okay, we have pump, definitely. This is like the heart of the circulation system, and then filtration unit, which is sand filter, and it could be Cartridge filter, and we have like heat exchanger for heating and cooling, and then we have chemical dosing. It include chlorinator, pH adjustment, and so many things. We'll go in detail in this one, and then throw it again. As quickly we go through this cycle to like filter the entire volume of the water of the pool, as better for the quality of this water. Okay, so this is the basic cycle we need to remember. We'll go in details to see how to do the component of this one and the accessories associated with this one. Okay, so the pool water treatment is more than just filtration and adding chemicals. It's about creating a stable environment where water remains clean, clear, and safe. Okay, so the color of your pool water can be influenced by several factors, ranging from like poor maintenance that causing chemical imbalances or disorder to the environmental influences that we discussed before. So one of the main factors that we need to keep tracking is the pH level. Okay, the pH level in the pool water, because any disorder in the pH will face many issues, as we are going to see in the next slides. So this pH level measures how acidic, okay, or basic the water is. As we see, the scale ranging from 0 to 14, which plays a crucial role in your pool's chlorine effectiveness, okay, which is normally decreased if we have a high pH level. There are like a recommending level for the chlorine. So we can see here the impact of the pH, how it is important. First, if we have low pH, it might cause eye irritation and the skin issue. And if we have high pH, it will cause also eye irritation and skin issues. Okay, the skin will become dry. The chlorine. Okay, if we have high pH, higher than normal, the chlorine itself, it will not be effective, and then we will need to add more chlorine to the water pool, and then it will impact the color of the pool, as we are going to see. So we always need to maintain the pH within the 7.2 to 7.4 in order to make the chlorine effective, and we use less amount of chlorine suitable for us. Okay, I'll come to. Okay, even protection of equipment. If we have low pH, it will make the water aggressive. It will make the water help for corrosion. Then we'll find the pipes, fittings, the equipment start to corrode, and then it will impact the quality of the water as well. So high pH is not recommended. Low pH is not recommended. We need to maintain the level within 7.2 to 7.8. Okay, and the optimal one from 7.4 to 7.6. So don't worry about that. This is like the first session, as I just said, it will be introduction. I'm giving you like general idea. And then in the next sessions, we will go in details in this one. And it will be at that time, like the second time you hear about such new terms, if you did not hear about the pH before. Okay. So here, to see how the pH is important, we'll see here 4 cases. Okay, to see what will happen if we have disorder in the pH levels and how this will impact the chlorine and the entire filtration system in the pool. Okay. So the first case, cloudy pool water. This example of high pH levels, okay, when the pH go above the recommended range that I just mentioned, 7.2 to 7.8, it can cause cloudiness like that because as I said, the chlorine will not be effective. Then we will find we need to add more chlorine, and then the pool water will become cloudy because too much chlor here. Also, the cloudy water might happen if we are not rinsing after filter backwash, and we are going to show you in videos in the next session when we discuss the sand filter and the backwash. We have to rinse after every single backwash. Poor filtration as well. When filters are dirty or clogged, they cannot effectively remove debris and contaminants from the pool water. It will become cloudy and a chlorine imbalance, as I said before. Okay. The second one, green pool water. Okay. Usually, when we have green color like that, which means we have algae growth. Okay, but this happened when we have high pH level, because when you have high pH level, this it will help the algae to grow faster, and it will turn to green. So also insufficient chlorine is one of the most common reasons makes pool water turn green after it rains, because the rains bring the algae and make the pool become more better environment to grow the algae in the water. And also inadequate, I mean like not proper circulation. Okay, one of the most common causes of pool algae growth, because if your pool doesn't have enough circulation, the water will become stagnant. Stagnant water creates an opportunity for algae, bacteria, and other contaminants to take over and turn your pool green color like this. Okay, and then brown pool water. So low pH makes the water more acidic. This is another case of the disorder in pH. When we have low pH, the water become more acidic, which can cause corrosion of metal fittings. And the pool in the picture here, okay, because of higher than normal levels of iron present in the water. So if the pool water test reveals high levels of iron, the best course of action is to adjust the pH level and use metal control chemicals. Okay, this is the best solution. Some cases, the pools become brown when large quantities of dust, mud, dirt introduced into the water, and this generally happens after like lots of rains or flooding, which is actually the worst case scenario that could happen for your pool, because the regular pool cleaning chemicals such as chlorine and other chemicals will not restore the pool water to its original situation. So the only solution in such cases, you have to throw the entire water and bring a new one, because it doesn't work to treat the water in such cases. So otherwise it will damage the equipments, filters, everything. So if you have mud coming after flooding, the best thing, throw the water in such case. Okay. What else I need? Blue pool water. By the way, the blue color that we see in most of swimming pools is not actual blue. The designer usually use like tile background, make it blue to become like fancy and stuff. So, but if we have like white background, and we will see the water is pure. The good healthy water, it should be clean, clear, as I said before, you transparent, okay, not blue. So if it is become blue, this which means we have issue in the pH. Okay, this is the root cause. For example, in this case, if we have low pH, this it will make the water more aggressive, and this it will increase the corrosion process that usually releasing more metals like copper, in this case, and affecting the color of the pool. So blue water is often caused by copper ions, which can enter the water through sources like corroding copper pipes or fittings of some equipments like the heater or any other similar equipment. Okay. Uh, okay. So topic number 4, types of swimming pools. As we saw in the previous section, the quality of water could be easily impacted by many factors. So we need to understand the different types of swimming pools in order to decide what are the best approach to treat the water accordingly. Okay. In general, no specific shape or dimension are required for pools. The shape is designed for its own purpose based on the architecture or landscape design perspective. So, for example, regarding to the swimming pool size, usually the designers, the architecture or landscape, they size it like that. If we have like shallow deep, they consider 1.4 square meter for every single person. If we have like deeper swimming pool, more than 1.5 meter, they consider 1.85 square meter per person. So this is the way they calculate the capacity of every pool, every swimming pool. Okay, but you don't have to worry about that because the sizing of pool and the capacity is part from the architecture designer scope of work. So the first type that we have private swimming pool. Okay, private swimming pool means swimming pool for like homes or kids pool, spa pool, maintained by individual. Okay, and the use of which is confined to the family members or the invited guests of the homeowner. Okay, so in such pools, the amount of contamination is less comparing to public pools, for instance, because from here we can see the number of turnover that I just mentioned. Okay, and I will explain in detail later. So in such type of pool, we have less contaminants because it is family pool. So the filtration rate will be less and the plant room size will be smaller as well. Okay. Public swimming pool. Okay, the public swimming pool means any swimming pool available to the general public. You see, like those people, they don't know each other, which means more precautions to be considered in design in terms of like a number of turnover, overflow volume, because we have unexpected number of swimmers, residual chlorine, and so on. So here the contaminates, it might be much higher than the private pool because you don't know the nature of the people that jumping in this pool. Some people not taking a shower before jumping in, so you need to be more care about the filtration system and chemical dosing also for such type of pools. And we'll go in details also for this one. Uh, Infinity pool. Actually, in the infinity pool, this one known also as a vanishing edge pool. It is like a swimming pool design where the water flows over one or maybe more edges, creating the visual effect that the water extends endless to like to the horizon, like this one. So this photo actually from one Zabil project. So so you when you look like that with the position that I take the photo, you feel like you are in the middle of the sky. This pool endless going to the horizon. Okay. And there is no special requirement for this one other than it is public pool, but it is yeah, an architecture design. You need to go too much in coordination details more than the technical requirement as a mechanical engineer. Uh, Spray pool in the water park. This is part also from our course. So the spray pool is water feature usually designed for interactive play, especially for children, usually include like ground level fountains like this, jets, sprays, and other water effect as you see in this picture. So in such type of pools, we should provide dedicated pumps for the spray nozzles. Okay, separate this one. It should be provided separate than the regular filtration system, because the spray nozzles require a constant water pressure, okay, to function effectively. Because if it is integrated with the main filtration system, water flow and the pressure might be fluctuate, especially when the filters getting clogged. So therefore, dedicated pumps will help to ensure the spray nozzles, okay, maintain the desired pressure without compromising the filtration system. Wading pools, okay. Wading pool is typically defined as a artificial pool designed specifically for non-swimmers, usually intended for small children, okay, or people who prefer to wade rather than swim, like moving in the water, not swimming. So the depth of a wading pool, as you see here, is usually shallow, with a maximum depth 60 centimeter at any point, like that. So in such pools, we must provide separate filtration system, and it cannot be mixed with any other system. What does it mean? If we have like adjacent public pool here or like private pool in the other area, and all of them in one property, as a designer, I should not say to the client, I will save money for you, make it all of them one plant room, and it will filter everything. No, this is wrong. Such type of pools, it needs more filtrations, because children, you cannot expect their actions. They can urinate, they can make anything wrong. So the filtration rate for this one, the turnover, it will be much higher than the normal other pools. So we have to segregate. It has to be in a separate system, completely separate. Because some design I see, the designer mix the private pool with the children pool. Consider this like a children pool. Guys, any questions? Sorry, I keep continue. Nobody raised the hand. Okay. I hope you are still here. Okay, Marwan, can you ask?
Yeah, hi, Khaled. Just a couple of questions. The first question is the jacuzzi, is it similar to the pool design that you're explaining, or it's different?
Y-
And
y-
is there any safety factors that needs to be considered?
we are coming to the jacuzzi, which is,
Mm.
we call it hot
The hot tub?
tub.
Mm.
Okay, but the good thing about jacuzzi, it is like usually it is ready-made. It's coming from the manufacturer, ready with everything, the filtration system, the nozzles, the pressures required for the design. It's vary from brand to another. I will go. We can discuss this when we go to the hot tub. If I'm not covering your question, you can raise your hand again. We can discuss further. Okay,
Okay, thank you.
welcome. So, hydrotherapy pool. Okay, this one, yeah, specialized pool designed for therapeutic and healing purposes, typically used for physical recovery or pain relief and overall wellness in general. So the water in these pools is usually heated and equipped with features that create a therapeutic environment, such as jets, maybe bubbles, in some cases, and adjustable temperature to suit like specific case, because even this pool, it is vary from case to another. So depend on the case that they treated, there is specs for this one. Okay. Water slide pool, which is part also from the water park. Uh, in the water slide pools, it's highly recommended to use dedicated pumps for the water slides. So here, when I say we need to use a separate pump, it is related to the safety more than like functionality, like in the spray pool. So here it is more related to the safety, very important. So the dedicated pump for the water slide, separate from the regular filtration system, is required. So this one, to make sure that the water flow here in the slide is constant and reliable, to avoid dangerous situation like insufficient flow, which causing friction, burns, or the slides being slow. So imagine if we are playing, enjoy, and then the pump stop because the designer he connected to the filtration system. So this it will be very bad situation. Okay. So the hot tub, like bathtub, but this is like bigger pool. It could be small size like this, and sometimes bigger sizes in luxury hotel. So we call it also jacuzzi, spa, viral pool, which is usually a small heated pool designed for relaxation and sometimes therapeutic purposes as well. Okay, so this typically equipped with jets. Okay, that create like massage effect, which is usually used for hydrotherapy to relieve stress, muscle tensions, and joint pain, and so on. So hot tubs usually prefabricated, as I told you, Marwan, and equipped with a filtration system. Everything coming ready-made, including pumps, compressors for air bubbles, and many other features based on the brand and the size. So in most cases, our scope will be limited by providing MEP provision, but also we can do it. Okay, we can do this one, but we need to understand the specs of the requirement of this jacuzzi. Okay, so this hot tub is the most easy one because usually it's coming ready-made from different supplier. So this covered the question, Marwan, or you have?
Yes, but you mean like we don't have to worry about the sizing of the pumps and the filtration system for these types of pools,
Yeah,
or
if
we
it is.
need to give them?
For you, as I just said, it will be like closed box. You need to understand from the manufacturer of this one what is the MEB provisions required for this one. Maybe he will tell you, I need this size of cold water, this size of hot water. I need drainage to be in this specific way. So you need to understand the specs of the manufacturer or the brand that the client that want to bring it, and just to provide the MEB provisions for this.
Okay, so the volume and the flow rate will be provided, and also the water
It will
like
be.
compensation will be decided by him, not by us. Like because if there is water loss or
Yeah,
something.
but usually they are changing the water from like in a regular basis of this one because the amount of water here it is not that too much like bigger pools.
Mm.
So such type of pools we just listen from the manufacturer what he need and we provide whatever he need like the flow, size, pressure, temperature. Okay, the same for drainage, same for power. Okay, electrical power.
Okay, okay,
Okay,
thank you.
welcome. Okay, the last type we need to speak the competition pool and the most famous one, the Olympic pool. Okay, so Olympic pool is a swimming pool designed specifically to meet the requirement for competitive swimming events, including the Olympic Games like this. See, and it has to comply strictly to the specification set by FINA. Okay, which is the international governing body for the aquatic sports. They have like very strict specs, and we have to comply with their requirements. And we are going to go in details in this one. So usually the size of the Olympic pool, 25 by 50 meter, like that, and divided to with a specific dimension to ensure we have like enough space in the lens for the swimmers without impacting their the competition between them. So usually for us as a mechanical engineers, the Olympic pools use overflow system. Okay, I know this I did not explain, but I'm going to explain in the end of this session. You will understand what is overflow, what is a skimmer. But remember this one, in Olympic pool, we cannot use a skimmer. We have to use overflow system. Okay, to manage the water displacement and minimize the wave interface, like interference between the waves to avoid disturbing the swimmers in the competitions. Okay, so in Olympic pools, High capacity filtration systems also are required to maintain water clarity and hygiene for the swimmers, especially when we have large number of users in the pool. So the water must be completely filtered every 6 hours or 4 hours, from 4 to 6 hours. Also, the filtration system must account for the large volume and the high swimmer load as well when we calculate the balancing tank. I will explain to you all of these details in the upcoming sessions. Okay, and you will understand the overflow and the skimmer today in this session, in the last topic, the one that I told you. Okay, so here it is, last topic. Okay. Okay, types of swimming pool systems. So for us here, we start. Okay, the most common types of systems that we have in our plant room. Okay, there are two types: skimmer and overflow. I will start by skimmer because it is more easier, and actually most of WSCP projects were not using such a skimmer because in pools it is like not luxury thing to use a skimmer, but in some cases we need the skimmers like fountains or like spray pools. So skimmers, it needs to be we need to understand the skimmer in order to be aware about all types of systems when we are going to design the swimming pool. Okay, so you have to be familiar with those two types. First, I will speak about the skimmer. Okay. Okay. So here I will tell you from inlet, okay, until outlet here what we do. If you noticed here, the water level 0 and the deck 15 centimeter, could be more 30, it could be more. So the first thing that you distinguish between the skimmer and the overflow, the water level. Usually the water level inside the pool is lower than the level of the surrounded pool deck. Okay, because we are using this difference, to accommodate the displacement happening when the swimmer jump inside the pool. Okay, so here the skimmer, usually in the wall side we have outlet, it take the water, and then this it will be taken to the header of the pump. Okay, and then this it will go through filter, we call it pressure rapid sand filter, we'll discuss it in the next session. And then we go through heat exchanger, this heat exchanger to make it cold in summer or to make it hot in winter and so on. And then this set or this arrangement, the chemical dosing and the chemical treatment for the water after filtration, and then going back to the pool. Okay, here in this example we have wall inlets, we don't have bottom inlet. Okay, and this is important. You see, we don't have bottom inlets here, which means the drain coming from the bottom, we call it main drain. It could be reused again for circulation. But if we have inlets down here, we should not connect the main drain to the pump. We should just provide it as a provision with valve in case of like draining the pool. Why? Because we need to avoid the short circuit from the water inlet and the drain. We need to ensure the filtered water it go in the entire pool until going to the skimmer outlet here. Okay, for better circulation, we need to maintain the best like inlet and outlet distribution to maintain a good circulation for the water, to ensure that all water has been filtered, nothing stagnant or trapped in specific area. Okay, so when you make the water inlet here, so you can take the drain here, so the water will take long distance until getting here, so you ensure the filtered water homogeneous everywhere. Okay. Okay, so how it is look like the skimmer, if you have been lucky and you found this in some hotel or something like that, you will find it like that. It is like side wall. Okay, and there is dry height here. The water level, it will not go beyond this level. Okay, and here we have the deck. Okay, So, or this case, for example, you see, the water never go in the high level here. Okay, this is a skimmer, and this is the section or side view for the skimmer. So the water go inside, and we have basket here to collect the debris and the suspended solids in the surface, and then we clean it in a regular basis. This flubber control the debris. What is getting in, it cannot get out again. With the waves, it might make this dry in some situations. So once it's become dry, okay, this it will close, and then once it is full again, the debris will get inside, and this will help to keep trapping the solids inside the skimmer and clean the water. That's why we call it skimmer. We skim the surface of the bowl. So this is better section to explain what I'm talking about. This is the water line, and this is the deck level. Okay, so this called weir. Okay, this it floating with the water level that usually fluctuate with the waves. Okay, so once we have debris and the water level go up, it open and allow the debris getting inside, and then it will be sucked by the pump from here. Okay, and it will get trapped in the basket here, and they keep accumulating, and then the maintenance team open. This is like clean out this lid, clean out, they open it, and then clean the basket, return it back clean again. Okay, so this is a skimmer basket. Here we have something called diverter plate. Why this diverter plate? I will show you in the next slide, but here one going to the pump, and this one going to the pool again to like intake water to balance in case if we are in dry situation here. Okay, we need to remember before going to the next slide the number of skimmer to be designed considering like the maximum surveyed area for every skimmer 45 square meter for public pool and 75 square meter for private pool, because we have less contaminants in the private pool. And also the skimmers, it should be installed at the perimeter of the pool every 4.5 meter. It could be like slightly higher up to 7, but let's do it like that, every 4.5 meter, from 4.5 to 7, okay, or 7.5. Okay, so these are the two connections that I told you in the video. If you can see the video, he take the diverter blade outside. This it is look like this. So this diverter blade, it will control the water flow going to the pump. So in case of here, if we have dry situation, this diverter blade automatically will will take the water from the pool to balance and keep the pump always running. Okay. So the skimmer diverter plate help to ensure proper circulation and protect the pump from running dry if the skimmer basket gets clogged, okay, or if the water level also drops below the skimmer opening, okay, below this level. So this diverter plate inside, okay, they have like plastic bowl floating with the water. If we have enough water, it will go up, allow the water get in, and if the water level go down, automatically will go down and close this side and open this side. So the water will go here and maintain always the pump suction wet, not dry, to protect the pump. So this was the skimmer. The overflow, I need to go back again here to put it beside each other. Yeah, if you see here the skimmer, it was like from the skimmer to the pump directly, but in the overflow there is additional item has been provided, which is called surge tank. This surge tank, it is just okay, we have 10 minutes. So any question, guys? No questions, huh? Correct. Okay, so here we have balancing tank. This is the additional thing that we have in overflow. Different than the skimmer. Why we have this surge tank? This surge tank, by the way, it could be here or it could be down in the plant room. This is design, and it could be in plant room. But the point of this surge tank, or they call it balancing tank, but the proper name of this surge tank, okay, in order to accommodate the extra flow or the extra water coming when the swimmers jump inside this pool. The thing here in this pool, I will open enlarge it detail like that. You see the water level here. You remember the skimmer when I told you the water level lower than the surrounded deck level. Here, all of them same level, 0. So this give impression the water about to overflow outside. But the good design from our side to ensure it is not overflow outside. The overflow has to happen, but under control. So in order to do that, okay, we have to provide hidden surge tank to accommodate this extra flow, and use this surge tank like intermediate station between the pool and the pump. Okay, but also we can take from the pump directly the drain. Okay, so here the main like feature of this overflow, we have one level equivalent to the surrounded area. Okay, so usually we use the overflow for the public pools, okay, to provide better cleaning for pool water surface. Unlike the skimmer is not efficient for the suction and cleaning the large bodies. Uh, and also we use the surge tank for the overflow, as I just said. So in public pools, the number of swimmers suddenly it could increase, like group of people jump together. So in this case, the overflow has to be controlled in a proper way. So we do it like that through the balancing tank. So we have here the balancing tank suction. We are going to provide like complete section about the balancing tank or surge tank, okay, to explain to you the connection of this one. Okay, so you can treat it like a regular domestic water tank, like what we are doing in our project. So we have inlet coming from the pool. We have makeup that has to be provided. That's why some people call it a makeup tank, okay, or balancing tank. And we have here the connection drain going to here, or could be going to outside, okay, to the drainage network. And we need to consider, I will explain to you later, we need to consider some space for the displacement water coming from the pool. We'll show you the calculation and details of this one to understand how it works. So here we have suction coming from the tank going to the header of the pump, and then the pump will feed the filter, okay? Then this filter will filter the water and give it to the chemical dosing system, and then going back again. Here in this scenario, you see we have the inlet in the bottom. So the drain, it cannot be used for the return here. Otherwise, it will make short circuit, and this and the higher level here, it will not get enough filtered water. So we need to ensure the filtered water delivered at all points in the pool. So in order to do so, we have to increase the distance between the water inlet and the drain outlet in somewhere. One of the drain outlet also, we need to understand this vacuum line. This vacuum line, like the vacuum that we are using in our home, but for the pool, it is like wet, okay? We'll explain it also in details. We are using this vacuum to clean the things in the pool that we cannot remove it by the automated system, like overflow or skimmer. So it has to be forced. We have to bring the vacuum arm and go to the pool, clean it properly by the force of the filtered pump, okay? So how it is how it is look like, you see, this is example for the overflow. You see, overflow outlet like this, located in a hidden gutter channel like that. The water keep like overflow and then going to this channel, and then go to this drain point, going back to the pump, filter it, and we give chemical with residual chlorine, and then return it back again. So for the regular user, you don't see such back of house details. They see only the fancy shape of the water. You see the water equivalent to the same level of the surrounding area. So the overflow outlet here should be installed in the perimeter of the pool, okay, every 4.5 meter to 7.5 meter, the same like skimmer. So the drain outlet here every 4.5 meter to from 4.5 to 7.5 when we distribute this drain outlet, and it has to be within a channel like that in order to control the overflow. Okay. So one of the things also we need to consider or to advise when we are in the early stage in the project, we need to advise the architecture and tell him the overflow gutters, it has to cover at least 50% of the pool perimeter here, okay, and shall be capable to accommodate not less than 50% of the total volume of the water here. So if you found the architecture, sometimes the architecture design without considering other aspects, cover the entire pool, okay, and he give you only one small portion, telling you manage yourself to provide overflow. Tell him no, this is not enough. The floating debris, it needs to be removed by overflow or a skimmer. The bottom drain is not enough to remove the floating surface. We are relying on the skimmer or overflow in order to control the floating debris. So it has to be at least covering 50% of the perimeter of the pool. Okay. Okay. So those are the skimmers and the overflow. That's it. We finish exactly 1 hour. Any questions? You are here, guys?
Yeah, one question, Khalid.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what is the acid feeder you have shown in the overflow type? What is the purpose of that one?
Again, which
The
one?
acid feeder, the overflow type.
Acid feeder.
Yeah.
This one.
Yes.
Okay, so this the ionizer and the chlorine feeder, acid feeder. Okay, this part from the chemical dosing system. As I just explained, the pH is very crucial in order to control the water colors and the quality. So this pH it is indicator, but in order to adjust it within the range, the recommended range that I told you, 7.2 to 7.8, we have
Yeah.
to put like pH reducer or pH increaser. This happening by acid feeder or base feeder. So the acid feeder, it is general term actually. It could be like aluminum sulfate or something like that. There are many types of chemicals. Okay, it needs to be provided in order to adjust the pH level. You know, when you design swimming pool, okay, this part is specifically uh, usually we give it to specialists for the chemical dosing. He take this package as it is. He provide like sensors and dosing pumps, tanks, solutions to maintain the pH level within control and the residual chlorine also within the limit. Okay, but also we
Okay.
have to understand this because we are going to review this and we will put the high level specs for them to do it. Okay.
One
So,
more question.
mm,
So you said the pH level is important. Apart from body fluids, what are the other factors that can impact the pH level in the swimming pool water?
other than what?
About other than the body fluids, like what impacts the pH level in the swimming pool water?
Yeah, actually, all contaminants have like different chemical composite. Actually, even the body fluids, it's vary from person to another. I don't know in details how this will impact the pH going up or down, but the point is it depends on the contaminants, the amount of contaminants, and the nature of these contaminants. The water become acidic or alkaline base. Okay, so if it became like acidic, which means that the pH low. If it is base, which means that the pH is high. So we have to provide chemicals in order to readjust it and make it within the recommended range again. So we have urine, for example, the urine vary from person to another. And by the way, the amount of urine in the water pool is considerable amount. That's why I don't like to go to the swimming pool. There is one video actually, I can share it with you, laboratory in Canada, checking the amount of urine in the swimming pool. It is like considerable amount. You know that even the professional swimmers, usually they are getting lazy to go toilet and they are urinating in the pool. Okay, so we have to provide chemicals, okay, to maintain the water hygienic and healthy. Okay,
Okay.
so like that.
Can you go to that
Okay,
skimmer part? If
yeah,
the skimmer opening is like clogged with some cloth or something,
yeah, here,
so yeah, go to the one more previous, like 49.
this.
Yeah, before one more, 48.
Well,
If that small opening of the skimmer got blocked, so how we are going to control the pump run functionality, and is there any arrangement to like control the overflow of the swimming pools? Like for our tanks we will give the float switch, so if this skimmer is clogged with any of the cloth, for example any
yeah,
trouser or something, so how you are going to stop that filtration pump, and whether there is any mechanism to control the overflow of this swimming pool, because
good
there are
question.
inlets are 3 4 and we have only one drain point. So how we are going to control the overflow of this? If there is a small area, there is a chance of risk of overflowing of that swimming pool.
Yes. So, good questions, Razwan. And
Yeah.
I will. There are many questions in this question. So first, regarding to the overflow, as I just explained, you see here this in this photo. So the skimmer level lower than the deck level. Imagine this around 30 centimeter or maybe 20 centimeter all around the perimeter of the pool. So this it's give you considerable volume for the displacement water that we need to control, because the overflow coming from where there is no additional water added in the pool. The same amount of water we keep circulating without any change. Okay, so if this one closed, another skimmer will cover, and the drain in the bottom will cover. Will not give only one skimmer for the entire pool. The only possible way the water will make overflow when we have suddenly a group of swimmers jump in the pool and they make the water level go up due to the displacement happened from their body. So in order to control this one, it should be calculated. This one, the same calculation that I'm going to show you for the surge tank, it should be applicable here. Okay, in surge tank, it is very good, like session.
So,
You will
so there
see
will
how.
not be like there will not be any interfacing of this skimmer with the pump. You
No,
mean?
there is interface. Okay,
Okay.
let me explain to you. Yeah, I missed this one in your question. I should reply properly. Okay. Okay, you see here. Okay, let me go to this much better. Do not get confused with the video. A video playing automatically. Look here to this section, huh? So we have the water here. The normal situation, the water level in the center of this skimmer, and then it will go through this to the pump. Okay, this is the ideal situation. The basket clean, the water is clean, and no problem. But if it is getting clogged, as you just said, with heavy thing like cloth or something, so the water level here, okay, will go. It will the water here will not be enough to be sucked by the pump here, and it might cause dry situation to the pump. That's why we provided the diverter plate. This one, it divert the direction from here to here. This one, this is the pool. In the left hand side, this is the pool, and this is full with water. You see the water level? Imagine all of this pool. So this one, this connection, it is like safety connection. In case if we have dry condition here, automatically it will take the water. The suction will be from here, not from here, until someone from the maintenance team and find out what is the issue. Like this guy, you see, open and clean the basket and make it normal as before.
Okay.
This answer the question?
Yeah. Yeah. Can you go to that overflow tank? So there I saw that like compensation tank, we don't have any drain arrangement in that. If the level of the pool and the compensation tank becomes same, so there is a risk of overflowing. So we are monitoring the level of how we are draining the water of the compensation tank. There
Uh,
is
you,
no.
you are telling this
Yeah.
surge tank,
Yeah. Yeah.
compensation tank, okay?
Yeah.
If it is not functional properly,
Yeah.
well, the
Yeah.
overflow will happen. You are right, yes. But this
That is to be monitored.
Yeah, so but this, as I told you, this balancing tank usually we provide it in public pools, like in hotel, ultra luxury hotel. All actually most of the pools today, like this one, okay, not skimmer. So this one, it should be maintained by proper team in a regular basis. Not only the tank actually, the filter also it might get clogged. Okay, anything here, maybe you have the pipe corroded and it will get broken. So this entire system cannot be like you cannot leave it alone working
Yeah, because my
forever.
concern is we have five water inlets and we have only one drain, and there is the tank without any drain arrangement. And how we are monitoring that compensation tank, whether it is interface with the pump, that part we need to look into.
Okay. This water tank, as
Yeah.
I said when I explained this one, consider it like a regular domestic water tank. Okay. If the water level go beyond the designed level, we have overflow as well. This overflow connected to the network outside.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So I will show you in detail how this tank look like.
Okay.
Actually, we have complete session for this one because it was to be like discussed in details in terms of installation, calculation, how to size it, and there are different way to size this tank. It depend on the code that we are following, and even the designers, not all of them following the same concept to design this tank. It is biologic. You will not find in a specific code how to calculate this tank. I will show you how to calculate it and what are the different scenarios that we need to avoid it in order uh, to maintain the functionality of the entire pool with this tank.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank you. Thank you.
welcome.
Khalid, my question is for the backwater flushing, do we have any sensor or it will give like any
Of course,
alarm,
we
something?
have. I will speak in details in the session of the back of the filter. Okay, this filter is we have something called multi-port valve with 7 positions. Okay, I will show you every single position, how it works, and how to control the, the dirt in this filter, and what is the proper operation of this one, how to size it properly, not like enlarged one or like downsized one. We will do like proper like material for this one.
Because like whenever we are near to hand over any project and the swimming pool functionality is on, the backwater flushing, people don't know where is the outlet going. So the civil teams are like running hell, where this water is coming, where this water is coming.
Uh,
Do we have any
Very good.
identification?
No, I will, yes, I will discuss this part specifically because we have been suffering. This is like gap in coordination, okay? Gap
Okay.
in, gap in communication between the different consultants. Okay, everyone relying on each other, and then we reach to a point the supervision on site, they don't know this with whom, and then we provide it's called what like slow down chamber, provide holding tank. Okay, many projects they are doing like that. This is not the best solution actually, but when you discover this too late, you have to provide such solutions in order to resolve it. We'll discuss this also in details.
Thank you, Harsh.
That is a indoor pool, and we installed their dehumidifier for that pool.
This is mechanical, which is not
Yeah,
covered. This is I talk about ventilation, and this is not covered in this.
it's not part of this,
Course.
huh?
Yeah, but what I'm telling is okay. The temperature, the air temperature. This from my experience in working in the handover. So you need to make the temperature, and it should be in the specs also. You should make the temperature of the air inside the pool higher than the temperature of the water itself. Otherwise, the evaporation will be too much, and it will cause like condensation everywhere. So
Yeah.
this is the thing. So not dehumidifier. We should adjust the temperature of the air, but this is not covered in our course. Our course mainly
It's totally for swimming pool.
for swimming pool piping system. But indoor pool, the only difference, you are right, in the ventilation and the HVAC, but this is not covered.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. And this is the thing actually, nothing more. The temperature needs to be adjusted in a level higher than the water temperature of the pool to avoid condensation and extra evaporation. Any other question? Okay, guys, thank you, and see you in the next session. I will send you the invite early next week.